Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. On this channel I talk about fragrance, skincare, fashion and the finer things in life, and today we are talking about spring, summer fragrances. I have seven full bottles looking at me in front of me right now. I have designer scents, 3 of them. I have 3 niche fragrances and I also have 1 celebrity fragrances. They're all around the world, all for this upcoming spring summer months. Wow, 2023 summer is approaching. So if you're into summer fragrances, if you're ready for the sun, spring, kind of coconutty, tropical, sunscreen vibes, I think this video is for you. I have a very unique selection of fragrances that I think are really tailored for spring and summer. And by the way, one thing that you're not going to be seeing in this list is that you're not going to smell like citrus, too salty, marine, kind of like a shaving foam summer scents. I don't do those things. They're not my cup of tea. But here on this channel, we take a different approach when it comes to hot weather scents, and you're gonna find it in this video. So if you're curious about my selection, I think this video is for you. What are you gonna do? Go grab a drink. I have my drink here and I'm gonna take a sip because I need it. I have been actually filming for the last 40 minutes and I'm gonna tell you why. This is a bilingual channel and each and every video comes in 2 different languages. One of them is in Turkish, which I just filmed for the last 30 minutes, and the other one is in English, which you are watching right now. I'm filming it right now. So if you want to support my channel, all you need to do is subscribe and follow me on Instagram. And on this channel, I'm not really giving you affiliate links down in the description box. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just here to talk about fragrances. Each and every single, everything, whatever you see on this channel, bottles, decants, are purchased with my own money. So I'm never gonna waste your time with PR bottles or bottles that were gifted to me, because I think that creates a huge conflict of interest. So if that sounds like your thing, if you're into that kind of vibes on YouTube, I think you've found your fragrance channel. Why not support me? And it's free. But it's not an obligation. I'm so glad that you're watching here right now. And it's already 3 minutes in this video. So I'm just gonna go into the main part of the video. Go grab a drink. Go grab a snack if you're feeling a little hungry. Come find me here. 7 fragrances. Here we go. Alright, so I think I started my channel in October 2020 and I've done before. I think I did. I don't remember the month, but I did 2 videos on spring and summer fragrances and I divided them into 2. One was designer spring summer fragrances and the other one is summer. So right now we're having an updated version of those 2 videos that are already on the channel. We are having a melange, kind of like designer, niche and celebrity. And like I told you, not citrusy, not severely aquatic, kind of like a fougere like summer fragrances, because that's not my vibe. They're more like sunscreen, gourmand, coconutty, kind of like the clean musky vibes. It's a nice list. It's a very well-rounded list. And the first fragrance we're going to be talking about today is a classic. Actually, it is going to be from Les Exclusives de Chanel, and this is called Bois des Îles. Wow. Alright, so on this channel, and I think I have the best buying guide on Les Exclusives de Chanel. You can refer back to that video. This has always been my favorite. Chanel Bois des Îles. This is an amazing scent. You have the Chanel signature. What is the Chanel signature? That aldehydic, soapy, kind of like Moët & Chandon, champagne-like opening. Yes, it's always there. It's Chanel's signature and I'm here for it. It's giving me life. But what this also does is that ylang-ylang, sandalwood, creamy, tropical vibes. It is so good. I cannot really explain this fragrance. This is a fragrance that is very unique. But I also have to mention that there are two other fragrances that smell like Chanel Bois des Îles. What are they? One of them is Guerlain Samsara, and the other one is Clyde Christian Number 1 Feminine. So I have a very unpopular opinion because I'm not a really big fan of Guerlain Samsara. I know it smells beautiful, and I said this before, there is not single fragrance that smells ugly when we look at the portfolios of Chanel and Guerlain. But personally, I don't prefer Guerlain Samsara, but Chanel Bois des Îles and Clyde Christian Number 1 Feminine, great sandalwood fragrances. And this one is here kind of like the Chanel signature, Ylang Ylang. Beautiful. In my eyes, this is unisex, and it will just, merges itself with the aura of the wearer. It creates a beautiful structure around you. But what is the shortcoming of this fragrance is that it is very short-lived actually. The performance is abysmal. You will need to reapply this fragrance every 2-3 hours. So in that sense, this kind of acts like body mist. And in that sense, it is also suitable for really hot weather because this is not really overpowering. This is not suffocating. But I have a quick trick, tip for you. If you like Chanel Bois des Îles a lot, there is the Parfum version in that dabber bottle. And one of my friends told me that, first-hand experience, the performance on that one is much more stronger. It's much more tangible. It's there on your skin from like 4 to 6 hours. So like I told you, if you like the smell and if you are looking for a better performance, I think the Parfum version is the way to go. Otherwise, this is an eau de parfum. This is a 75 milliliter bottle. And there is also another one that is 200 milliliters. And you know what? You can also go for that too, because if you're going to wear this scent, if you want to really, really wear the heck out of this, you might really want to, kind of like cover yourself in it. And the performance is not that, overpowering. It's not like taking over everyone's space, invading their nose. So good. So good. And when I'm doing this summer, spring fragrances, and I'm going to show you my dent. Here we are. I've been using my bottle a lot. I love this so much. Great fragrance. Alright, so the next one I'm going to be talking about today is a designer fragrance. Here in Mugler Alien, this is a flanker called Mirage. Oh my god, I'm not a flanker girl. I'm always very skeptical when it comes to flankers. But this baby here, that tiare flower, salty coconutty vibe that is combined with that alien woodiness. They did an amazing job here, and this is so good. This is giving me sexy alien by the pool vibes. It is giving me life. Do yourself a favor, find this flanker. This is Alien Mirage. I think they came up with two versions. One of them is Mirage for men. The other one is Mirage for women. This is Alien. Alien is always for women. Men don't have aliens. The aliens are for us. And this is the Mirage flanker. It is giving me life. I know they discontinued this, but it is still out there. If there is will, there is a way. You can find this fragrance. And I'm telling you, this is the great one. This is a niche fragrance to me. It will shine beautifully in spring and summer months. This is by the pool, sexy bitch, alien. Yes, and I'm a very big fan of Alien. Alien, yes, it's a very big fan. This is an old bottle. This is, I think, the Gold Flakes. I don't know what this is, because I have 2 more bottles of Alien, because I wear this actually on a daily basis. But specifically for spring and summer months, yes, baby, Alien Mirage. Another designer scent that I'm going to be showing you today is a travel size, actually, not a full bottle. I lied when I first started the video, and this is almost gone. Actually, this is gone. This is Tom Ford Soleil Neige. So when I did spring and summer fragrances, when I first started the channel, I think I talked about Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, and I still recommend that. But this baby here is very nice too. This is a floral musky fragrance, but it is not really floral. I'm gonna give you that. This is more like a wet baby wipes, musky clean feeling. And there's also one thing that is very peculiar about this fragrance, and I'm gonna tell you that. So you are doing your laundry, you did your laundry, it is, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. at night. Washing machine, the washing machine is over, they're wet, but you somehow forget to transfer them to a tumbler, air dryer, and they stay there overnight. And you go and remember, oh my god, I forgot to put my clothes in the dryer, and then you open the washer and there's that smell. That smell, we smell it. It's wet, it's clean, but there's also a moldy edge to it. And if you know what I'm talking about. If not, try this experiment. It's there. It is not a bad smell, but it is different. It has a different scent profile. It is also clean. It is also cold, kind of like a cooler feeling, with that kind of a little moldiness that is giving me life. And this is what Tom Ford Soleil Neige is exactly doing. It is so good. I love this. I think I sprayed some here. I'm gonna do this. But there's floral vibes to this, but there's also very sharp, kind of like a cool, icy feeling with that baby wipe smell. This is giving me life. This is very office friendly too. I'm gonna give you that. Summer time, office friendly. You're not gonna bother anyone. Muskiness, cleanliness, but also there's this edge to it. Still designer. Tom Ford is a designer. He has worked for Gucci for many, many years. And if you have watched the movie, The House of Gucci, I think towards the end of the movie, he comes along from Texas. So, I don't know. So, this is a designer. I don't have the full bottle. And, I'm doing a no buy 2023. And my travel size is actually gone at this point. But I would like to replace this 7.5 ml travel size and put into this really nice magnetic cup travel size bottle carrier, whatever. But I'm not really gonna go for the full bottle, but I can recommend with my eyes closed that. Go give this a try. Office friendly, floral musky cleanliness with that wet, cool, kind of like a moldy baby wipe smell. If that sounds like your thing, you cannot go wrong with this. Alright, so a controversial fragrance. A very unpopular opinion of mine, because I like this fragrance a lot, but not a lot of people do, because I'm going to tell you why. This is Franck Booklet Cocaïne, actually. This is another gourmand interpretation or summer gourmand interpretation of the flower tuberose. And this is more like, vanilla, monoi oil, tiara flower, kind of like a little tobacco tuberose. This is so nice. I like it. But I'm gonna tell you, look at that sprayer. Holy shit, Cocaïne, Franck Booklet, they knocked it out of the park with this sprayer. There is this mothball smell when we first spray this fragrance. So those mothballs we keep, I guess, in Turkey, this is where I'm originally from. When we had the mothballs, we would keep them in our wardrobe, and then, so that we can prevent the the butterfly, kind of like the insect. And whenever you open the door to that wardrobe, there's this mothball smell. It is not a bad smell, and actually, to be honest, I like it. And this is a very realistic representation of that mothball smell, and it's in the opening here, and it's controversial. What it does, actually, it kind of like perks you up. Whenever you spray this fragrance, since the opening scent profile is very different, it's very unique and unheard of, but unsmelled of, everyone is like, what is this? This is something that we don't really smell all the time when people wear fragrances. So it kind of like, piques their attention, piques their interest. And there is a beautiful thing. It kind of like gives them a kind of like a sharp shake to their nose. And as this fragrance dries down, we have the tuberose monoil. Yes, there is that, sunscreen smell, a little smokiness. And of course, at the end of the life of this fragrance, we have the vanilla. So the performance on this one is not that strong, and the reason is that this is not the oldest batch. So I have a friend who has the oldest version of Franck Booklet Cocaïne, and the liquid is, the juice is very dark, very brownish, but my juice here is more like orangey. So I'm kind of feeling that, you know, this is a little watered down version right now, but I think the smell is the same, and I like this so much. And I'm gonna tell you that I never really get compliments about my fragrances, but I wore this to work and I got complimented. I love this. This is unisex. This is completely different. Yes, this does smell like Tom Ford Orchid Soleil, and I had the full bottle of Tom Ford Orchid Soleil, but I decluttered because I picked Franck Booklet Cocaine over Tom Ford Orchid Soleil. This is so nice. Go get it. Go give it a try. But be aware, mothball smell, tortilla smell, corn smell. It's in here, but there's also other things. And I think this deserves a shot, especially in the spring and summer months. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the next fragrance, and it's gonna be the most expensive fragrance of our list today, and that is gonna be the 5th fragrance on my list. But before I do that, I'm gonna take a sip. You can do the same because I'm getting a little tired. Alright, so the next brand we are talking about today is Laurent Mazzone. How do you know about Laurent Mazzone? Their most famous fragrance is Sensual Orchid, and they also came up with a flanker to Sensual Orchid. I think pure Sensual Orchid. I tried that too. It comes in the red bottle. So if you like Sensual Orchid, there is a vanilla shampoo like skin scent. Pure Sensual Orchid, or whatever, that flanker in the red bottle is more like, you know, Baccarat Rouge 540, Extrait de Parfum mixed with regular Sensual Orchid. So it's more like kind of like drag toward the Baccarat world, Baccarat 540 world. But today, when it comes to Laurent Mazzone, I'm going to show you another fragrance that is a favorite of mine, and this is called Soleil Infidèle. This is beautiful. The reason I kind of like pause here is the name. I like the name so much. This is kind of like Soleil Infidèle, Extrait de Parfum. This is more like infidelity, sun. I like the name so much. It's giving me life. The sprayer here is very nice too. And this is coconutty for sure. This is salty coconut. Again, tuberose vibes to it. Yes, when I say all these things, you're like, okay, maybe this smells like really Franck Booklet Cocaine. Not really that gourmand. This is a little different. This is more aquatic. This is more like, you know, marine-like, salty like fragrance. There's this coconutty vibe, and as this dries down, there is kind of like that a cleanliness vibe to it, baby vibe to it as well. Vanilla here, a little maybe getting sweeter. It is giving me life. This is completely unisex in my opinion. So if you are fed up with all those like citrusy summer scents, freshies, I think you should give this a try. I'm gonna look at the notes actually on Fragrantica here because I want to know, and I want to actually know what other fragrances do these people think Soleil Fidèle smells like. Soleil Fidèle. And I'm not really gonna cut this because I don't really edit the fuck out of my videos. Whatever happens here in my apartment, you see it real time. Soleil Infidèle. Alright, Laurent Mazzone Soleil Infidèle. Coconut Marine. Absolutely. This is a very nice, you know, very accurate description. When I look at the Fragrantica's website, definitely Coconut Marine Vanilla for sure. Not that sweet. Lotus flower, wild orchid, vanilla. You know, when I see the orchid and vanilla, it's basically kind of like the same vibe. This is coconut water, saltiness, marine vibes with vanilla, but everything is so very well blended and tailored for summer months. This is again giving me poolside beachy vibes. This is so nice, and it is gonna shine beautifully on men as well. Give this a try. I know this is an expensive brand. Not a lot of carriers, like, you know, fragrance sites carry this fragrance, this brand, and I actually bought this on their website, which is pretty expensive. It is, I think they sell on euro, whatever, 220 euros. It is expensive. It is worth it. I've been using this a lot. I see a huge dent here as well. It is not a requirement that you have this fragrance for your spring and summer months, but if you're into fragrances and my description of this coconut vanilla saltiness gave you life, go try this out, or better yet, purchase a decant and test it on your skin. Or another coconut fragrance. Oh my god. I'm kind of like bombarding you with like sunscreen coconut fragrances in the spring summer. But you know, I'm very consistent. What I told you is not going to be like Freshies, you know, the soapy kind of like the shaving soap vibe. A lot of like marine salty fougere. I have a different take when it comes to spring and summer fragrances, and I'm very consistent. And I'm moving in that lane to this fragrance called I dropped it. Ah! Oh my god, did I break it? Wait a second. Oh, girl. This is Memo Paris Lalibela. And hopefully it's still... Shoot, I fucked it up. Oh my god. Ah, shoot. I am so very upset with myself right now. Okay. This is... well, this is Memo Paris Lalibela. This is a coconut fragrance. I'm appalled by what I just did, actually. I just dropped this and this sprayer came off and it just landed on its head like that, and now it's not spraying. Oh man, how am I gonna fix this? Does anyone know how to fix this kind of terrible situation? Please comment down in the comment section. Anyhow, I love this fragrance a lot, and I'm working on a buying guide on Memo. Memo Paris is a brand, and you know, I got to try a lot of the fragrances on their line in detail. And what I decided to do is get the full bottle of this fragrance called Memo Lalibela. This is a coconut fragrance. This is a coconutty flower, floral vanilla tobacco fragrance. It smells beautiful. I would like to smell it, but guess what? I can't spray it because I just fucked it up. The opening on this fragrance is beautiful. It is very unique and it's giving me life. What is the shortcoming when it comes to Lalibela by Memo Paris is the performance. After like 4 hours, you don't really feel the fragrance on your skin. It becomes a skin scent. And you know, this is a vanilla fragrance in and of itself. But you know, when it comes, before you go to that vanilla stage, there's like, you know, tobacco, smoky, a little kind of like a chewy vibe, coconutty vibe, floral. It is giving me life. I think many people think this kind of like smells like Narciso Rodriguez for her. I'm not really getting that. Am I getting that? I don't know. This is so nice. This is actually 24/7, 365. This is an all year fragrance. It smells beautiful. You might have to reapply this every now and then throughout the day. But while I'm doing this like spring and summer fragrances, and I have been using it a lot recently. Look at my dent here. It's a huge dent in the 75 milliliters bottle. I would like to show you this, and I actually do recommend this fragrance, but hey, I broke my bottle. So I don't know what's gonna happen here, but here we go. Oh, and it's leaking now. Girl, it's leaking now. Oh my god, I created a disaster here. Whew. Alright, I'm going to take another sip, and we're just going to be talking about the last fragrance on my list, which is a celebrity fragrance by Rihanna. This is Rihanna's flanker to her original anal trainer, Reb'l. This is called Reb'l Fleur, and this is another tuberosy, coconutty, vanilla patchouli fragrance that is giving me 90s vibes. This is a cheapie, but a very good fragrance, a goodie. I think, here's the thing though. Rihanna's Reb'l, that red anal trainer, in my opinion, is the best celebrity fragrance, and the strawberry note in the opening is actually very niche. If you don't tell anyone that strawberry note they smell is like Rihanna Reb'l, no one would think that. They would think like, oh my god, this is Sergio, kind of like a fruity smelling opening. Hell no, it is so good. It is a beautiful fragrance, Rihanna Reb'l Fleur, red anal trainer. But this red, not black anal trainer, Reb'l Fleur, is so good when it comes to spring and summer months. This is giving me 90s vibe. There is kind of like a vintagey, nostalgic feeling to it, but it's also very like zingy, coconutty, kind of like tuberose, patchouli, vanilla. Opening has that kind of like fruits, berry feeling too. This is a beautiful, cheap fragrance. Performance is of course not the best. It's not gonna be like taking over places, but hey, this is cheap. All you need to do is spray the hell out of it and reapply throughout the day in spring and summer months. Alright, 7 fragrances. Whoa, I breezed through them. I've been talking about these 7 for the last 25 minutes. I want to know down in the comment section what fragrances you're going to be using in the upcoming spring and summer months. Please leave a comment, and if you want to support my channel, all you need to do is subscribe and follow me on Instagram. You know, I'm gonna be moving in the next month. I live in San Francisco. I live in the Mission District, but I'm moving into a very small studio in the Marina District. So I don't know. And I decluttered a lot of bottles on Mercari because I have to downsize a lot and I need the cash too. So my collection is very well streamlined right now. And what I'm gonna do when I move to my new place as well, I'm just gonna give you a collection update, and I'm gonna show you all of my bottles, which are not that many actually at this point. But anyhow, I'm so glad that you chose to spend time with me today. I cannot wait to see you at my next video. Take care, everyone.